Pisces, this one is for you, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome back to Diamond Art Tarot, where we do tarot when we're guided, not because we feel like we can control God's timing. Now, Pisces, I do see here, because y'all know I already got the energy out, that you guys are learning on how to ask the divine for help. Also, ask other people. Also, how to take information that maybe you don't need. You ever been talking to somebody and you're just like having a regular conversation, they try to give you advice? You're learning how to let it go over your head if you don't need it, right? Because I feel like I'm talking to a Pisces who typically you care about the opinions of others. Maybe not that it would change you, but enough that you would consider them or, not move shysty around a person because you want them to be happy too. Now, I do see here that you guys are going to be on the right path. And it's funny because I think Sagittarius also got this as their first card. So Sagittarius could be in your chart, or you could be dealing with Sagittarius. Outside of that, though, you also had 2 sevens. So I feel like the divine is very much so here working on helping you feel divinely guided to be working on your purpose, but also to do what makes you feel happy. Now, outside of that, pay attention came up here in the middle. Now, this could be paying attention to your finances. This could be paying attention to maybe the distractions or the things that you waste time on. Or maybe even sometimes I feel like I'm talking to someone who your thoughts could be a little bit like wishy-washy. Flip, flop, wishy-washy. I don't even know if that's a song, but that's just how it's coming out in my head, Pisces. No tea, no shade. Now, what are we going to say here about the on the right path when we clarify? And I will clarify for y'all. Then we'll end up with a little bit of messages as far as like what's the best thing for you to do for yourself. This is for your highest self. So if it doesn't apply to you guys, really learn how to just let it fly. Okay? Now, Pisces, what came out here for the on the right path is the King of Swords. You cut off somebody. Or maybe somebody cut you off, Pisces. You know how this goes because the 3 of Swords showing up here means that somebody might have cut you off, okay? And it could have been maybe about some things that were said in the background, or maybe you guys just had like a little bit of, I don't know, habits that had to end. Like this could be like breaking up with your plug, okay, Pisces? I don't know. Only you guys know. But I do see here that they were divinely guided to stop talking to you, or this person, you also were guided to stop talking to this person because there is some type of new beginning that the divine is trying to give you or them. I think it's you though, because this is your reading. So divine is trying to give you something new, and you were being breadcrumbed for a really long time. I think that this breadcrumbing and energy made itself obvious to you to a point where you started to feel a little bit sadness, and then you realized you had to walk away from that because maybe this was a soulmate energy that just wasn't really soulmating. It was more karmic-y, okay? Now, what is the pay attention? Because obviously Pisces wants to make the right choices. That's what's coming up here, right? So we have here, boom. Okay, so you're going towards your happiness. Some of you guys are big single, big single. Y'all see this? This is somebody who is moving on towards their happiness. Pay attention to what though? Ooh, pay attention to the fact that you have a hard time being alone. The Hermit coming out here upside down. Pisces, you might have a tendency to indulge in people when sometimes Spirit just wants you to be to yourself. You might always be there for other people when Spirit just wants you to be to yourself. The Knight of Wands came out here, which is when somebody's knocking at your door, but ain't nobody answering because you don't, like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Now, what is here for the Pisces as a good investment? What is the good investment? Because how do you want to tell, like, mind you, Pisces, this whole time you're asking for help. So you're asking to stay on the right path and to cut off the right people. You're asking to be able to learn, like, how to stay by yourself or to recognize the energies that people bring to you when you talk to them. So the King of Wands coming here, good investment, is that also learning how to pursue what's good for you. Taking the right steps, okay? The Emperor showing up here is like towards your stability, towards your 10 of Pentacles. So some of you guys could be really thinking long term, and that is a good investment for you, but also asking your spirit guides for that, because I feel like that's going to be so heavy for you with this 10 of Pentacles, Pisces, because I don't know, I feel like sometimes it's like I got it, but can I do this softer, Lord? Can it be softer for me? I don't know, this is what I'm hearing. Like, is there an easy button? Can this be easy? Let me, what's that? Take it easy. What is that, Danny Lee? I don't know. But Pisces, what is the advice for you? The best thing that you can do right now, it says release resentments about money. Okay, I feel like a lot of you guys are like really panicked about maybe where your financial standing is, and Spirit is saying, boy, I got a thing for you, baby, you know. So there is a raise or promotion coming for you very soon in the future. You are going to be divinely guided to this with your crown chakra. That's why it's in purple right now. I do see that you guys just gotta vibe with it. All right, Pisces, if this resonates, make sure that you continue to shine like a wick. Okay, and also make sure that you guys like the video and, you know, subscribe, you know, comment so that we can keep this going, because your girl got things to do too. Till next time, peace.